Brazil, 5 wins in a row, 10 games unbeaten, building towards their World Cup, uniting a nation through sport, and tonight seeking to defend their Confederations Cup on their territory. Brazil have not lost a competitive game at home since 1975. Well, like a precious gem or a grand work of art, this fixture's value is increased by its rarity. It is the first time for 14 years that Brazil and Spain have shaken hands at a full international. The Maracanã, where football's heart beats. With Real Madrid. Oscar, with Piqué at his back. Neymar, who has so decorated the whole of the competition. Faced by Jordi Alba. Found a way to Oscar. And then Holt played it in, and Fred got up, and Neymar got a bit of it, and they turned it home! And Brazil lead in next to no time! It's that man again! Just can't help himself! If Neymar don't get you, Fred sure will. Holt wriggled, Oscar assisted, and when Holt delivered, it was either one of two. Neymar couldn't get there, Holt flung a leg at it, and Fred turned it home. A little bit of good fortune, then some liveliness of mind to punish him for that. Luis Gustavo. Neymar. Oh, it's a lovely touch for Oscar! Could very easily have been two. Oscar hasn't scored for Brazil since the last game before. Fred. Thiago Silva. Forward again by Iniesta and Marcelo. Neymar. Away from Piqué. In by Neymar. Casillas can let it. Iniesta. Out for Hulk. Taken up by Marcelo. Now Neymar was checked near halfway there, and Bjorn Kuipers is going to have to take a view. It's just a yellow card. What follows may prompt a few further yellow cards. Certainly some angry individuals in some yellow shirts. Touch official simply has to decide whether this was the denial of Spanish law. 1,000 flashes go off in the crowd, wanting this to be a moment to capture. Hulk! Belts it a fair way over. Casillas' speed off the line. Neymar. Given away to Hulk. Shifted forward hurriedly for Neymar. Fred through the middle. Oscar getting up there too. Hulk also. It's played in for Fred. Casillas blocks. And Brazil must settle for a corner. Big chance. In by Neymar. And again, from Fred, who just comes alive in the penalty area. Wide, Fred through the middle, Marcelo in possession now. Oscar getting up too, Hulk at the back of the penalty area. Well, he had a pop, Luis Gustavo got rid, and now Neymar can run for the hills. So clever on the ball. Arbeloa lent into him, and his challenge. Mata onside, Pedro alongside. They've taken out Luis. It is Pedro for Spain. What a stop from David Luiz. An heroic piece of defending. How on earth has he kept that out? Pedro had to score. Oscar. Neymar. Oscar. Neymar. Wow! Picture goal from the pin-up boy. He is fabulous. There's no stopping that. A quite heavenly goal. Neymar key to the build-up. Oscar intricate with the pass. Neymar was onside. Picked his spot and belted it in. And at the home of stellar football, there is a goal to set amongst the stars. A nation unites around its new boy hero. That's what Barcelona are getting. That's what Brazil already have. They don't just lead, they lead by 2 against the champions of the world. And the second of those 2 is one which anyone... Back out to Marcelo, who's protected the ball terrifically well there. Oscar, Hulk. Let go by Neymar. It's free! It's Fred again! Sensational. Brazil are running away with it. And not just against anyone. This is Spain they are wiping the floor with. Another gorgeous golden goal. Didn't Marcelo do well? Didn't Oscar protect it well? Wasn't the pass so adept? Didn't Neymar read it well to allow it through to Fred, from whom there was no error? A goal inside the first 2 minutes of the first half. Navas. Oh, penalty against Marcelo. A little glimpse for Spain. Successfully in the semi-final shootout. Sergio Ramos has pulled it wide. Meant to be. Cesar saved one in the semi. No need this time. As Brazil peak, maybe there'll be a suggestion that Spain are passing their peak as their great club sides did in the Champions League in Europe. Neymar worrying Piqué, and then slithering, but Marcelo. Every pass, every touch is worthy of a cheer now. Paulinho, Neymar, Marcelo's in behind. And Fred was waiting for his hat-trick goal. Marcelo hit the side netting. Notwithstanding the Marcelo error, which environs of Ellis Park, Johannesburg, 4 years ago in the final. Here goes Hulk. Casillas got some of it, and Alba got some more. There's Piliqueta. Laser in the north. all the way down here to Rio. Neymar's the reason why. Looking to play in Hulk. Away from Thiago Silva, nicely done by Fred. Here goes Neymar, they've 2-on-2 here. Neymar running at Piqué. And Piqué has brought him to ground. And Bjorn Kuipers goes to his pocket, and the card is red. The first straight red card of the Confederations Cup appears as the final reaches its final quarter. Neymar had him in retreat. The ball was gone. The player couldn't. Piqué had little option but to exit. Right now, the most famous face in football. Neymar ripples the net, but from the outside. In front of Navas. Nicked on by Oscar. Here's that boy again, Neymar. Taken away by Paulinho for Neymar. He's gone to ground again. Pedro is the accused. Incidentally, Busquets has gone in at centre-back for Piqué in the Spanish formation. There's the challenge by Pedro on Neymar. Villa. Pedro. Good save, Julio Cesar. Sprightly and firm-wristed. For Brazil is that the winners of the Confederations Cup have never gone on the following year to win the World Cup. Neymar, Fred. Festival spirit summarises Brazilian football, and here is Neymar all by himself, away from two of them, but not the third. It's a fine covering tackle from Aspilicueta. Joe one way, Marcelo the other. Neymar between them. Urges with it. Neymar. Hernandez. Scooped wide for Alves. Neymar. Just a little bit more than he could chew that time. Sweet feet from him. Villa pulling away. Navas has found him with an excellent pass. David Villa. Excellent save, Julio Cesar. 2 minutes from now, Brazil were doing something similar. And seeing out time to more World Cup glory. Hernandez, one more free kick, which is no great event. Brazil again. 3 times in a row, winners of the Confederations Cup. And this time at home in Rio.
Neymar finished the tournament with 4 goals. But he's voted the best player at the tournament.
Yeah, not any argument about that, is there?
There were question marks over his abilities to deliver on the really big stage. This is the biggest one he's had yet in his young career, and boy has he delivered.
Yeah, it's very much passed the test the last 2.5 weeks.
Off to Barcelona. With his already huge reputation massively enhanced. Brazilian national anthem again. That's a moment we'll take away. Move you'd expect. Prizes galore for Neymar and co. long, drawn-out ceremony. Brazil are the champions. Ready for next year? Well, away from football, there's a lot to do. On the field, Brazil is ready.
Took a while to get there, but great scenes inside the Maracanã. Huge crowds celebrating a Brazil victory.